okay? So when do we use que and when do we use qual, okay? Because we will be using them differently. The easiest way that I tell students, que is asking for a definition or an explanation, all right? So if I look at Leo's Gatorade bottle, I say, ¿Qué es eso? What is that? I'm asking him to explain what's in there or tell me what's in there, okay? ¿Qué es un libro? What is a book? I'm asking for like a definition, an explanation. Oh, it's like papel with, binding, blah, 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 okay? If it is not a question if it is not a description or an explanation or a definition, then by default it's qual. All right? Now, there's more to it than that, because you notice that qual has which one on it. All right? Qual also involves a choice. Okay? When you ask people what their address is, like, Jenna, what is your address? I don't care, don't tell me. But what is your address? In Espanol, you would say, ¿Cuál es tu dirección? Because, number one, I'm not asking her to explain her address or define it. Okay, like, what is an address? Okay, oh, it's that. But, so by default, it's ¿Cuál? But the way Spanish speakers see it, out of all the number and street combinations that houses are identified by, which one is yours? Okay, and she would say, oh, 10 Main Street. Okay, I hope that's not your address. All right, but you're like, it is, actually it's 11. 10 Main Street. Okay, so out of all of the markers, that's mine. Okay, if I were to ask Cheyenne for her phone number, okay, it would be ¿Cuál es tu número de teléfono? Okay, because once again, I'm not asking her to define or explain what a phone number is. So by default, it's ¿Cuál? But at the same time, in Spanish, in the Spanish-speaking mind, Cheyenne, out of all of the 10-digit combinations that exist, which one corresponds to your thing here? Okay? And she would say, oh, 315 555 1212. 555 all right? Trust me, it's nothing. Or it used to be nothing. Maybe it's something now. All right? So yeah, all right? That 10-digit combination is mine. All right? Now, once again, going then to just the standard, it's not one, so it has to be the other. What's the capital of New York? I'm not asking for a definition or an explanation as to what a capital is or why it's Albany. So it's ¿Cuál es la capital de Nueva York? Okay? Although I have had some colleagues argue, well, out of all of the cities that exist in New York, which one of them is the capital? Okay, you can look at it that way if you really, really want to. All right? But because I'm not asking you to define or explain, if there's like 2 books on the table, I can ask Emma, Emma, ¿Cuál es tu libro? Like, which one's your book? When you're giving someone an option, a choice, okay, Emma says, aquí, this one's mine, okay, as opposed to the other one that's over there. All right? So ¿Cuál versus que, all right? And I know I'm skipping around because I'm going by this chart. ¿Por qué means why, okay? Now, it's not on the list, but you should also know that ¿por qué means because. So, wait, what? You're supposed to leave a little pause. ¿Por qué? and put a little in your voice. ¿Por qué? ¿Por qué? ¿Por qué? Why? Because. Okay? Little space. Also, what's the other difference between why and because?
There's an accent on the E.
Yes. Whenever you use an interrogative word, you always have to have an accent. Okay, so right there. Okay, type of thing. All right. Let's see. Donde. Donde means where. Okay. Donde está el baño? Where is the bathroom? Donde está la biblioteca? Where is the library? Donde está Nicole? Where is Nicole? So if you're asking the location of people and or things, okay? De donde means from where, okay? Which we've already used in class when I ask you de donde eres. What do I want to know? Where are you from? Okay? Literally, from where are you? But in normal English, where are you from? Okay? So, de donde. Okay? Please be careful. Cuánto, how much. If you make it plural, cuántos, how many. All right? Now, you notice that there's an A and AS because if the objects are masculine or feminine. So, cuántos teléfonos, how many phones? Cuántas sillas, how many chairs? Okay? Cuánto cuesta, how much does it cost? I can't think of a feminine. Lo siento. Maybe I'll come up with one in a minute. All right? And then finalmente, the word quién. Quién means who. Okay? ¿Quién es él? Who is he? Okay? ¿Quién es ella? Who is she? All right? ¿Quién es tu padre? Who's your dad? All right? Type of thing. Okay? And even though it's not on the list here, my chart has de quién, whose. All right? But you are only responsible for the ones, okay, I want to say diez, that are down there. Okay? It continues to give an explanation there in the middle. Okay? So in this case, it gives you examples of cuál, it gives you examples of qué, cuánto, cuánta, etc. All right? Any preguntas? You just have to know what they mean. Okay?